On today's Kickstarter critique, I check out the follow-up to Etherfields, which isn't even on Kickstarter! What? What the heck is GameFounder.com? Let's check it out.
What does that even mean, Bauer's Game Corner?
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter board game every time and give my honest thoughts on how it's being ran. But today, you'll notice something very different, which is we are not on Kickstarter. We are on something called Game Found, which is an upcoming platform that's going to try and compete with Kickstarter in the crowdfunding area. And this is actually going to be, from what I believe, their first game that they're actually going to be launching with. It's called ISS Vanguard, and it's from Awaken Realms. And every Kickstarter they do is like a multi-million dollar Kickstarter. They did Etherfields, which raised over $4 million. So this is a big boom for Game Found to get this as their first one. ISS Vanguard is an upcoming major board game from Awaken Realms. It will feature a 1 to 4 player cooperative gameplay that will immerse you in an amazing adventure among the stars as you lead the first human galactic exploration effort. Is that comma right? I don't know. I'm not good with commas. But this is not live right now. That's the first thing I want to say. This is a preview page, which a Kickstarter will let you do. And so we could go through the comments, but we're going to look at the actual page itself, and then maybe we'll revisit the comments. So I'm going to be looking at this from a Kickstarter perspective, and I'm very interested to see what different Game Found is going to bring. So let's check out this video. Ooh, YouTube video. I like that.
It all started with a string of data, coordinates, discovered inside the non-coding DNA of every living cell on Earth. It took decades to build a ship capable of reaching them. When we arrived, we were welcomed by a pitch-black, cloaked Dyson sphere, undetectable until we almost crashed into it. Inside, a skeleton of a solar system, its matter stripped away, dead rocks bathed in the radiation of an old red giant. Then, something came from within the star. A signal, a patchwork of Earth's old transmissions, glued together into something new and thrown back at us. Run it again.
A firm handshake. This is
the middle. Applause.
Next step. Drive.
A long time ago, we began a race.
All started at the
same time. Thousands, all around.
You need them
To enter.
and claim. Go fast. Prepare. For what?
Comes. We're sorry for stealing your future.
Future.
It was.
The only way. Enter.
Claim.
Whatever this message meant, one thing was sure. We thought reaching this place was the final objective of our mission. Instead, it was only the beginning.
Okay.
Discovered inside the non-coding DNA.
I like that. I like that video. And I think some people are going to say that video is too long of just being story. Like, I know nothing about the actual gameplay of the game. And you're completely right. But I think when a game is trying to sell you on that story, that it's all about the story, and I bet this one is going to go heavy-handed into the story and the theme, I want them to take that time into making that. Now, also, one thing I noticed is that it's a YouTube video. Kickstarter, I'm 99% sure, doesn't let you do that, or at least it doesn't. I don't know, but I like the fact that it's a Kickstarter video as opposed to just a video there. I'm more familiar with Kickstarter and how it works, and it's just a nice security blanket. So I do like the fact that they're doing that. This is a campaign preview. 21,804 people are already subscribed. Wow! So people are hyped for this. So Game Found is going to get an initial big boom. Because right now, if you go to Game Found, it looks like a marketplace where you're just going to be buying Kickstarter stuff, but the pledges, it looks like. It's like kind of like a pledge manager, but I think it's like pledge manager is like trying to grow and evolve, into a crowdfunding campaign, which makes sense. Why not cut out the middleman? Be a registered GameFound user before the campaign start and gets a free $5 credit. And that right there, that's genius marketing. Will be the very first Game Fund crowdfunding campaign, and to celebrate, we want to give something extra to the community. That's awesome. So GameFound is like, okay, woo, that's great. That's really cool. Representing a new step for our games, ISS Vanguard blends the vast experience of AR designer. Wait, is augmented reality? No way. Gathered in projects such as vast experience of AR designers gathered in projects such as Nemesis, Tainted Grail, Etherfields, Lord of Hellas, and This War of Mine. The story crafted by one of the best Polish authors, Krzysztof Piskorski, the lead writer of Tainted Grail, will bring you right into the middle of an epic space opera with hard choices, unimaginable discoveries, and unlikely allies. And to give this game a unique look, we brought in a new lead artist, Dominic Meyer, who created an inspiring vision based on a golden age of space exploration stories. That gets me excited. Okay? That says this is not a board game I'm going to play. This is a board game I'm going to live. Like when you play Werewolf, you're not just playing Werewolf. You are a member of the village, and at any moment you could be murdered. Well, that's not how Werewolf works, but any night you could be murdered, and that's exciting. And this makes it feel like an experience game instead of a board game, and that's not something that I think a lot of people talk about. But there are certain board games that are experience games that say no matter what type of games you're into, I would recommend trying out this experience because it's so different and so unique. And so I feel like they're trying to pitch themselves as that. Now, one thing I would recommend is all the stuff in this paragraph right here gets me excited, in particular towards the bottom. I would like to see maybe a little bit of that ingrained into the video, potentially. Now, that could kill the immersion. So I definitely see the argument of saying, no, we're into the story. We don't want to hear anything about the gameplay. But I don't know, maybe just saying make hard decisions. I don't know. Obviously, they made $4 million on their last Kickstarter, so they know what the hell they're doing. All right, read story intro. Oh, cool. I'm not actually going to read it, but that's how much we getting here. We're getting here, all right. Oh, it's a comic! Just imagine for a second. Oh, this is cool that inside you, there lies an answer to humanity's biggest questions. Are we alone in the universe? Who is our creator? Is there a creator at all? What would you do with this knowledge? I can tell you what we did. My name is Jake Cruel, and here is my story, or rather, our story. It all started in a laboratory. There's this thing we used to call the junk DNA for decades. In fact, most of our genetic code is leftovers from our messy evolution, some dating back to the first single-cell organisms. Okay, okay, so I think this is saying that this is like the old Earth that got ruined or something like that. Okay, but this is good. 8, 9, 10. Like, if I'm into this game, this is sealing the deal. This is wetting my whistle. This is getting me more excited and much more likely to tell people about this and be like, oh yeah, it's cool. There's actually like a comic book, because I know you're big into comics, and it's pretty well done. It's like 16 pages that'll kind of get you into the theme of the game. Like, that's really smart stuff. That is just top-notch stuff. And it gets people excited about games. And dang it, I love seeing well-run Kickstarters. Or I love seeing well-ran game founders. I mean, yeah, if they do this well, it'll sound normal one day, potentially. Welcome aboard. This is the headquarters of your operation, where you and your teammates make all the hard decisions. What system and planets will you visit next? Ooh! What technologies will you develop? Oh, tech tree! Which research paths will you pursue? Oh, so character customization and upgrades. What landing craft will you build or modify? Oh, we're going to have our craft. We're going to have our team. We're going to have our tech. Which alien cultures are you going to study? Which crew members will you choose for your next landing? Wow. Will Vanguard's mission propel humanity forward? Oh, this looks cool. In games, these mechanics will be represented by a unique... What is that? Is that a Trapper Keeper? Are you giving me a Trapper Keeper? Yes! Yes! Yes. Like, seriously, one of my favorite games of all time has something similar to this. It's Mage Wars. You create your own book. It's like your own personal little book. This is great. This is like what... This feels like they're trying to merge the role-playing experience with the board game experience by bringing you, oh, this is going to be your little area. It's totally not a stat sheet, but it's going to be your little area where you're going to keep all your stuff and keep all your statistics. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love seeing when you merge together two things like that. Also, you can get a $5 yourself. But this is not paid. Because people can be like, you're a shill. No, this is just me legit excited about what they're talking about here. In games, these mechanics will be represented by a unique game component, a high-quality binder that contains beautiful cardboard dividers and card storage spaces with printed card sleeves that are a part of many interesting mechanics. And we need card binders in some of these escape room games with all sorts of hidden pockets and woo-nuts and doodads. All right, lead your section, of course, the minis. I'm so excited about the game. You know, the minis are cool, whatever. But I do like the fact that they led with this. That is the nicest, warmest security blanket that you can get from a Kickstarter or a, whatever the hell this is, game founder campaign. Is when it's not, hey, look at our pieces of plastic. It's, hey, look at our game. Because you have seen those Kickstarters where it's like, look at all the minis. And it's more of just like a FOMO type of thing. Whereas, fear of missing out, FOMO. Whereas this one is just, wow, here's this amazing story, and I'm sure they're going to just crush it with the minis. And so once again, wow, a castle of builders and constructors who will turn, these are so nice. They're so pretty. I don't paint minis. I have painted one miniature in my entire life. It was at a convention, and I want to paint these minis. Those look so nice. We got cards, cool artwork, of course. Like, I would love to see just terrible artwork. You'd be like, wow, that's unexpected. Every mission will be a 1 to 2 hour session where you will explore a chosen planet or another explorable object. It's up to you how many missions you wish to complete in your campaign, though findings from many different worlds are required to move the story forward. Performing a successful mission isn't easy. And I hope they say how many hours of gameplay are in here. Because if they do mention it lower, I think that should be moved higher. Because I don't know who's not sold at this point. Maybe there's going to be a big sticker shock. But for me personally, like, this looks so cool, and I'm so invested. But I would like to already know, it's like, oh, snakes, 50 hours of gameplay. Or whatever it may be. Once you know your destination, choose your spacecraft, your crew, your equipment, and even their position aboard the lander. Since the landing may be a dangerous process, you might want to prepare so that you will not damage your ship. Wow, cool. Once you have landed, you can start exploring the planet using custom dice. Oh, look how deep those look. They look so deep. It looks like if I set one of the dice in here, they're just going to fall down into an abyss, a bottomless pit. That's what I love to see. You know, can I even get, I don't know if it's in there, but if there's a way that you can make the part where you put a card just a teeny bit lower so the card actually rests in there, I would just it'd be so amazing. All right, these are great. These look good, and this is a thing that I like a lot. I love when game companies have like very user-friendly areas. So being informative and user-friendly, and this looks to be both, which gets me really excited. Mission logs. Some events that happen on the planet will be conveyed in a unique way as special mission logs. Cool stuff. Skin in the game. Wait, what does that mean? While ISS Vanguard is a fully co-op experience, there is some skin in the game for different sections. Doing certain things will grant success tokens that you can later use to force your decision on board Vanguard, or get the first pick when drafting crew or equipment. However, a total number of success tokens gained in the mission is also what decides whether the entire team ranks up or not. I don't know if skin in the game is the right use of the word there, but maybe that's just me. Let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. I don't, but here's the thing. I also don't know what I would put there to say that differently or better. So if you think of something, let me know. Because I guess maybe just present it different. Because I understand it now. So you got skin in the game. Click notify on launch. Cool. Very useful. We got the unboxing. Wow, is this like the really
Vanguard?
Kind of want to see. Let's see what's up. Just show me stuff. Show me stuff. Just give me the stuff. Just put all the stuff on the table. Just put not one by one. Where's the end shot? You show me that end shot. Here we go. I want to see stuff.
I've began peppering them with like little messages and harassment. I mean, honestly, they could probably.
Okay. That Vanguard, plotting the landing path.
Okay. I don't know if I was wowed by that. Like, I just wanted like a shot of the stuff. Like just a one and you know what? I'm cool having the video there, and I think that's great to have that video there because some people who are totally invested in it will want to sit there for the 20 minutes and watch the unboxing video. But I'm not one of them. I don't like unboxing videos, even though I do them because people watch them. But I would still like just a picture of the stuff, like the stuff in the core box. Like we know the core box isn't just going to explode with tens of millions of more things. But where's the price? What the heck? Okay, I'm just gonna realize we didn't see a price. I don't like that. That's comments, facts, updates? Really? Because I'm pretty sure on a Kickstarter preview, you can see the Kickstarter preview page. Hopefully this works. Because I think it shows you still the pledge levels, which, yeah, this isn't going to be helpful. So I don't like the fact that it doesn't include the pledge levels. I think that's a really interesting thing. And maybe, let me know in the comments below if you are thinking about this, but I just think it does include, I'm 99%, it does include the pledge levels because I did a Kickstarter critique based off of one and I looked at the pledge levels. So I think that GameFound should definitely consider putting those pledge levels in there, or maybe Awaken Realms hasn't put them in there. But either way, I want to see those because how much is it? Let's see. Do we have, so let's look at the comments, the FAQ, the updates. Let's see if there's anything we missed. Oh, cool. There's a tag system. I do like that. Not enabled the FAQ. Okay, so comments. How about price? Is there a price? Let's see if I can find a price. Price. Let's check out, go to price, hashtag price. No, what? In order to comment, you need to choose a backer name. Mike Honcho. What? Does it just have to be Mike? What? Mike Honcho. There we go. No, I don't want to make a thing. I just want to see if anyone else has asked what the price is. Okay. Most popular. Surely. Dark mode. I wonder if the staff is meant to prefer GameFound to be broken in the first few minutes of project launch. All those people swarming in. That's great. Will there be a polling feature? Since you'll be doing polls at the time. Feature request. I like that. I expect some polling tool at Soulport. The only thing missing is a launch date and the all-in amount. Yes. Amen. JJSS. Boom. Mike Honcho up in here. And I will thumb that one up. So yeah, I don't like the fact, I understand the launch. You know what? I kind of don't understand the launch date being here. This is just kind of weird. And now that I'm looking at this, I don't feel like I know enough to make a firm determination on GameFound. Because right now, I like it, but I don't see anything huge and fundamentally different. Now, that's from this perspective. I'm sure there's a whole bunch on the back end that they're making easier. But for this particular one, I'm disappointed that it doesn't have the price. I'm disappointed, now they mention it, that it doesn't have the launch day. Because, is it launching in 2 weeks? Is it launching in 2 months? I just would like to know that sort of information. Maybe they don't have it locked down yet. Maybe they're waiting for the Everfield's buzz to die down, or who knows? So in the end, I'm a little bit torn on this. Because I always mention how I feel the Kickstarter was being ran, the GameFound was being ran, and I think there's so much spectacular stuff in here, but there's also stuff that really grinds my gears. And I don't think I'm crazy in saying if they did have that all-in price, and if they did have the launch date, that number, 21,807, would be bigger. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. That seems like a bold statement. That's a bold statement. That's what you do. That's what you do when you make a mustache. When you got a mustache like this, you make bold statements. You wear sweaters like this, you got to make bold statements. But there you go. That is the GameFound GameFounder for ISS Vanguard. The next one from Awaken's Realms. And you got to know, since I'm a Kickstarter dude now, I'm all up in the Kickstarter business, I am really excited to see how this experiment goes for GameFound and what kind of potential impact this will have on our industry, because this is not the only board game exclusive crowdfunding that's coming out. There's another one who I've done some Kickstarter videos on them. I've forgotten their name off the top of my head, but is that good? I don't know. Maybe I'll cover that in a video. It's really, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Is it good that maybe Kickstarter's giant stranglehold on the crowdfunding industry is maybe getting broken into? Because then that means that the different services will actually have to be a little bit more competitive to draw people to them. You know, like if Indiegogo was actually like just as huge as Kickstarter and Kickstarter was just as huge as Indiegogo, wouldn't they, in theory, then have to keep their customers happy as to not prevent a game found from coming in, and saying, hey, Indiegogo does this like crap and Kickstarter does this like crap. Come check out Game Found where we do this great. And if the creators go to the different platforms, the backers will go. I mean, that's the thing. Kickstarter seems like it's too big to fail. And sometimes I say that, but when I really think about it, if they got 10 of the biggest Kickstarter board game creators to go from Kickstarter to GameFound, exclusive, just exclusive, sign them to an exclusive deal for 2 years or something like that. I don't know how you'd have to do some backdoor shenanigans, get it done. I think then you got yourself a puncher's chance against Kickstarter. Because people will come for the next Zombicide. People will come for the next Awaken Realms. But let me know what you think about that in the comments below. I have done my due diligence on this. I'm very excited about it, but still a little bit disappointed. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.